Again, I want to welcome you to this series of another lecture in open and distance learning. This is GST 107, a study guide for distance learner. I'm once again Dr. Adebanjo. I'm an associate professor in educational technology. So, and that's my field of thought and my field of learning. So I'm into educational technology, computer science bias, and distance education, digital education in short. So let's kickstart because our time has fast spent, and I feel that a lot of you have responded to the WhatsApp call that I asked you to react to about the fixing of time. I think Wednesday was fixed or so. So that will be at the tail end of the class. By and large, we'll be talking about the general overview of the study guide. That is, what are things that you need to know about this university you are. Those areas which you're supposed to, Steve.
Hello, sir. So if I may, I'm very sorry, sir. On our last session, I know I requested to be made an admin and also to help you to help coordinate the Zoom class. Before I can see that people are already coming in, just to avoid unnecessary noise. Can you make me a co-host while you are lecturing? I can moderate the class just to avoid any distraction going forward.
You know why? You know why? I don't want what happened yesterday and last week to happen again. So by the time I make you an host, a co-host, there could be a way at which your name will be registered.
Okay, sir.
So if they registered your name, I can do that, make you a co-host. But if they registered your name, anytime they want to assign the link for me, they can as well assign it, whereby you will, that is what really happened between I and the former lecturer.
Oh, okay.
So, and we wouldn't want
that
such
to happen again.
To happen again. Somebody already is coordinating, and I think she's still coordinating well. I don't know.
Okay.
It should be a lady. Let's pair with us.
Okay, I trust that will be Joy Amuche.
And Joy Amuche, yes, she's doing well. She's doing fine.
No problem, sir. No problem,
she relates with me each time, each hour, at every moment. So, like I said, during the course of this study, we are going to enjoy yourself. Thank you, Steve. I can see that you unmute yourself. That shows a part of leadership and one of those people that one can rely on in the class. Yes. Thank you for that decorum. Nathaniel, by now you should know that you should mute yourself. Even if I don't tell you, you should be able to listen, and then when there's time for contribution comes, you can make your own contribution. Mute yourself. Everybody, mute yourself. Or if I mute you, that means you won't be able to talk until I unmute you. If that is what you want. So I can restrict your movement. I think people are not listening. They don't want to hear. That's why I will need to do that. So, So this course is a kind of course that give a bedrock that allowed you to allowed your coming into this university well known. Because if you are coming to a university, there are some things that you need to experience. There are some things that you need to know. You can't just go into somebody's house Yes, like I was saying, you want to go to somebody's house, you don't know how they behave in that house, you don't know that terrain, you are likely to fall into a victim of some circumstances that might not be able to edge out. But if you know how the terrain is, what it is, what goes on there, what you need to do, what you need to know, what you need to do to have, all those things, once you have pre-knowledge of that place we are going to, you are not likely to fall victim. You know that. You don't just come in, bash into somebody's house, and then you start doing what you want. So, in other words, this course is as its name implies, a study guide for distance learner. And what is distance learner? Why do we call it open and distance learning? This is a system that separates the lecturer or the instructor or the facilitator from the students. So even by with space, you can see. If I tell you that, okay, some people are still tripping in. I have in the waiting room, I have 48. Already in the class, I have 385 or 388 now. And some are still waiting in the waiting room to join, 390 and so on. So in other words, you can see that with by the open and distance learning is a system that where teaching and learning is characterized by separation of teachers and learners in terms of time. You can see everybody, you can come in at your own leisure time and join the class. Nobody will get you. Do you know that there is no university that has the capacity to at once to contain 12,000 students at a go? Or they want to put you in an open field. No university has that capacity. And I don't think there is any hall that can contain 12,750 something students at a go. So in other words, what I'm saying is that the open and distance learning is called a system that teaching takes place conveniently without readiness, without any inch. You can see, you can hear me loud and clear that everyone will enjoy the services of that lecturer wherever he might be. Some of you are in Uyo, some of you are in Abeokuta, some of you are in Abuja, some of you are in Kaduna, some as far as by Maduguri, and you can hear what the lecturer is saying now. And we deliver instruction and our lessons through the use of multimedia for instructional delivery. So, and when we look at how does it happen, how people were able to gain read and learn, we have so many ways for you. Already you have gotten your course material. Your course materials will have been enough to say that is what we use. And that was the first method that was used in the open and distance learning during the era of Papa Awolowo of blessed memory. Afe Babalola is still alive. Those are the people that benefited it. Nnamdi Azikiwe of blessed memory. Majority of them went through this course and they are the best. Let me tell you, notice that you are in a school of integrity. You are in a school where nobody can degrade your certificate. People cannot say that you buy certificate. You are in a school where people can say, yes, you merit what you have earned. this course you are doing, you can go to Harvard tomorrow or Oxford. Fatima and Abdullah, please put your hands down. I will attest to you when when I have a break. Please let us focus because our time is fast spent. Let's make a progress. Okay. These are university where no harassment. Nobody can harass you. Nobody can tell you, oh, you are not you if you don't come to me, if you don't lay your bag on the bed, you won't get your mark. No, you earn for your mark. You do whatever you want to do from by yourself, and that is why we derive another method, and you enjoy most this thing more than them. You have one, you are receiving lecture just as they are, and let me tell you this: you are conventional students in your own. You are because we have two types. We get there. We have two types of open and distance learning. We have what we call single mode learning and dual mode learning. The singular mode of learning is what you are, and you spend the specific number of university others are spending, and our courses are well. I'm not advertising now. Those courses are well established. Who is this person now? And we are all matured, and that's why I said we should maintain the quorum. You know, in your bond, I will attest to you. Just be patient. You will hear me first before you ask questions or before you say anything. Our time is fast spent. Don't let us draw ourselves back. We still have a lot to do, and we have not covered anything. And it's better for you to have this course ahead of every other courses, so that you don't fall victim of all evil circumstances in the during the course of studies. So what I'm saying in essence is that in open and distance learning, nobody can harass you. Nobody can tell you that if you don't bring money, you can't pass my course. If you give anybody money, it's at your own risk, and that's why that is one of the aspects of this course. If any lecturer harass you, or no lecturer can harass you, that's one thing. And you can't get any question from any lecturer. I can tell you that authoritatively. No lecturer can give, because the lecturer himself didn't know the question that will come out. Even when you get to 300 level, where you'll be doing pen on paper, no lecturer can tell you this is the aspect that will come out, because he himself did not know. Questions have been said for almost 5 years or 10 years. That they will just go to question bank and recycle all those questions. And so the only way you can help yourself out is maybe you get past questions and probably you try them, and just like WAEC. So during that era of olden days, and that is when we have books and all these things, we see that the education they have then is correspondence. We call it correspondence then. They send books to them. They will read. And after they might have read those books, they will send the assignment to them, they will send it back, and then at a particular time, they gather together to use University of Ibadan. And that was when the Cambridge and Oxford University was in Ibadan. So they will come, those white men will come, they will write exam once or twice in a year, and they will take them. Those that pass them, you will see them be jubilating. I passed my Cambridge, I passed my this, and that was those that cannot learn then. They don't have access to such education, were denied that opportunity because they don't have the money. One, two, they can't afford to start buying, getting those books and read because of their time. But in your own case, you have the books already with you. Everybody has been given course materials in this course. If you don't have it, you have it, you can download it on our website. Secondly, you have access to facilitation, live class that you can listen to. You can interact with your lecturer. You can see him face to face. Everyone that sees me now, they will be able, if I see Steve outside, I will be able to know him. I will say, yes, oh, that's man that make peace. And as his name implies, he's a peacemaker. So, you see, and this is how I get to know many of you. Not uh, uh, where a class, even as large as the class is now, we have almost 500 students. I can, Sule, Salem, put down your hand. I'm noticing all of you, and you interject my class. So what I'm saying is this, that we are seeing ourselves, we will still interact with ourselves, and we'll be able to say one or two things, and then it's going to be an interactive class. But let me explain first. I've been saying this, all of you should put your hands down. Don't ask questions now. I will give you time to ask questions. So you have your class. At the same time, I have this class being recorded, whereby I can play it back to you. When I send it to your link, you can download at your leisure time, or those people that are not around. They can be in that class, or they can just go at their own quiet time to listen to this message again, and then read. That is the third one. The fourth one is the one you create within yourself, the groups. They are supposed to be a groups for the course, whereby all of you will ask questions, who got them. That, like the WhatsApp group that we found, we established. So those things are things where you don't enjoy mostly in a, although there is group in which you listen to, but you cannot listen to that lecturer's sermon or the teaching. The teaching. No, I'm not going to allow you to record. Okay, let me allow you, so that maybe you want to use it for certain things. So what I'm saying in essence is that you come, all of you cannot be telling me you want to, I should allow you. You can get the recorded on your phone, on your portal. Please, please, please. Let's move on. Let's move on. You are disturbing the class. You are disturbing the class. Afelamo, David, Eyigege, please put down your hands. Put down your hands. You are disturbing the class. Because as I'm talking, you are obstructing my my teaching. So, in other words, everyone is entitled to different methods of learning. And in this course, we shall be able to get there. And in this era, we have different times as open and distance learning combine two distinct terms, distance education and open learning. While distance education is not a new concept and thus familiar to most people, open learning is relative, a newer term. In fact, distance education can be said to be forerunner of open and distance learning. Thus, a good starting point for history of open and distance learning. You see, what we are saying is that distance education, as far as it has started in this country, they have been using it for long, as far as 18 something, 19 something. We are just coming up with it in the 20th century. But all the same, we are getting there because we are all seeing the product of this Noble University excelling, doing well in other universities where they go. You see them. I've seen one when I was a PhD student in University of Ibadan, when they said that they are not going to allow that person to come to their system. I said, look, This is what goes on. I lecture them because I did my work on this. Before you know it, they say, they allowed the boy to register for masters. He cleared all their courses because of the rigors he has went through, because he has his textbooks and all the other things where he was able to do all those things. So what he did was he just used one of these he just applied. Sorry, my video is off. What happened? Look, these people that are doing it, we are using technology. And for you, if you obstruct this technology, it will not work fine and we will not enjoy the class. That's why I said you should raise down your hand. This class, you can still listen to it after now. I will repost it to your portal. It will get to you. All of you will have it. And that's why I'm recording to the cloud, so that you can have a copy of the lesson. So, and the boy just pack his books and start reading along with his friends. Lo and behold, do you know that he came out victoriously and the best student in that year, 2015, the best student in the University of Ibadan, all over, was given a scholarship for PhD. So, and that is what this exercise is meant for. You can see now, at this level, this is what we are enjoying. This is another phase of, are you seeing my screen? Can everyone see my screen? Let me unmute you. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can see, sir.
Yes, sir, we can see.
Just ignore them. We can see.
Yes, sir, we can see your
Yes,
screen.
sir.
Please,
Can
let's
see
stop
you.
drawing all these ones on the screen. Please, the thing is that distracting us to learn.
We are not please just ignore them.
Drawing is from the we can
Well, student will behave like a student. I want us to believe that every student, even if you are telling them, not do this, don't do this, don't do that, they will still go ahead to do one thing or the other. Let's continue our class. So now I said, look at what I put on the board. Look at your environment. You are having this class and the teacher built the course materials. Like I said, you have your course materials, and that was the errand which we have passed. We are no more using that we limited it to course materials alone. The essence of this class, mostly, or facilitation, majorly, is for us to come and look at area of difficulties that everybody is having, and then find way around about it. To say, okay, and that is why it's eight weeks. It's supposed to be 13 weeks lecture, as in a normal conventional university. But they will have given you some week ahead, 4 or 5 weeks, before the commencement of this facilitation, that you have gone through the books, the course materials. You might have read all those things, prepare a timetable for yourself, and then by the time of facilitation, and that is why we call it facilitation, we didn't say lecture. But in this case, we are now making it as a lecture because we know that some of you don't have time. And that is what we call distance learning. Your job mostly is not giving you chance. Then some people are at home, to fight for yourself and couple up with the situation of the country. And that is why some of us decided to say, okay, let us let's run through the course materials, and then so they can have another type of understanding of what they're supposed to learn. So you're supposed to have read through, and then we just say, okay, what is the area of difficulty? Please tell us what you have learned in this, and then we all contribute. We now say, okay, well, this is what you. I'm still going to inject that into this because I will make sure that we use that 8 hours, 8 solid hours that we're supposed to use, and that is why I've requested for a free period which concessions have given. So, in other words, we are going to enjoy the class because every one of us, if not all of us, will talk on this, and then I will select maybe about 4 boys and 4 men, 4 women, because we are all adults. I want to believe that. So, and this is a learning situation where your time is fixed online. You have your normal class for this lecture. The class that is being fixed is the same way they fix class for conventional university. This is conventional open and distance learning. The 4 years they are spending in conventional university is what you spend. I know some of you want to ask questions. Why are we not serving? Why are we not serving? The university and the country will deal with that. But if you are to serve, how many people are underage? How many people are overage? So they will sort that one out. It's not meant for us to discuss. And please don't bring it up for us. The university is still doing something better. But I know that some of you are getting certificate of exclusion. And it's better that the exclusion certificate means, and it's part of this course, that exclusion certificate that we will get simply means you have undergone a open and distance learning or a course during the time, and you have gotten a job, you're already working. So for you to have that experience, you have gotten that experience that you have to have gone to do, except the military ones that you did not have. Those experiences that you're supposed to have gained as an entry point where you start your primary assignment. Maybe they ask you to go and teach somewhere and this thing. Maybe because some of you want a bushmeat and you want to have a taste of secondary school students or this and that. There is penalty for that. And because I don't know the agitation some of you are making towards NYC. The NYC, the exclusion given to you, has excluded you because of either age, or you have gotten a job, and no industry will reject you with exclusion certificate. Know that very assurancely, that they will not reject you because they believe this is exclusion. It's not exception. Exception is when they said you are overage. Age is barrier for you, not you serve. But when they give you exclusion, whether you are 24 years old or 30 years old or 15, they have excluded you because you were already working or you already have your age. That one is simple. And every worker, no one has gotten it and they have not given their job. Because once you attach it to your certificate, they will quickly give you job. And let me tell you, for those of you in Lagos State, I'm saying it to the air. Everyone is hearing it now. And it's going to be established in federal establishment that anyone that has gotten a job before now and wants to upgrade his or certificate, if you don't go to National Open University or open and distance learning, you will not be allowed to use that certificate. Lagos State is applying it now, and many other ones. If you have first degree before you join, if you want to have your master's, if you don't go to open and distance, because they believe that you might have romanced the lecturers once you are working. And master's is for those, all of you, if you want to get your certificate easily, you can just, you might not even attend the class, and the man will give you mark. Don't worry, JB, you are working. You know that this thing. So you said you have masters, and masters on nothing that cannot lay hand to do anything. So you can see that you have this a course, this a university that you have certificate of integrity. You have a certificate that you can boast that you have gotten. So this means that the test and the right invoke in the same feeling and reaction that a student gets when he or she is in a conventional classroom. I've explained that. So the academic support we are giving you, you can see you are having it both in synchronous and asynchronous. What do I mean by synchronous? The synchronous is what we are enjoying now. All of us are seeing ourselves and we are listening to what we are doing. The asynchronous one is the one you listen to later and you can react. I can get feedback from you. I can ask you questions. I can say, okay, what have you learned today? We can now talk about what we're about to do. So that leads us to the characteristics of open and distance learning. I've put down here from the definition, you can see that it separates separation of learner and the tutor's instruction. So instructional materials provided and learner supported. The use of technology as a primary medium for instruction, two-way communication between the students and the instructor. That is the learner and the instructors. Well, there is two-way communication. You can call me at any time. Somebody has called me this morning before this class, telling me I is yes to get the link, and I've sent the link to him. And that is why, guided by the principle of flexibility, inclusivity, innovation, partnership, and security. You see, as you are secured. And let me tell you another beautiful things about this. You don't run around. You might think that what you incur in National Open University is much. Try conventional university. You see that you spend more. For the time you're supposed to be in the class, you when you're supposed to go out, you are in the corner of your house. I know everybody is in his or her house or in his office. Listen to this. You did not go around. And that is why we said, in terms of space, in terms of time and location, it's not location bound. So you can be in abroad and then join the class. So everybody have his own this thing. The teacher is being to the course material. This means that the test, okay, I've said that now. So, well, let's look at the environment, because the learning environment, before we get to the history. The learning environment is broad terms which refers to the physical and virtual location context in cultures with students learning. In ODS system, learning environment is usually virtual and organized over media platform. You all understand what we are talking about. That is what is presently going on. And learning environment is characterized by an interface that allows students to register and take course, stay within that environment for the duration of the course. Within these 8 weeks of our interaction, we will see that all of we are exhibiting what we call interface of such that all of us are we are getting used to ourselves. Even when you go out now, and one stupid thing about this open and distance learning is that you must be computer literate. You must have a computer skill, and you must be technologically inclined. Without that, you are not likely to enjoy this open and distance learning. And that is why anybody that is, and some of you will fall into the victim of hand of people. And that's why we always tell you to, if you have any problem, go to study center. That is why study centers are located close to you. Go to the convenient one. Go to the convenient one, then get whatever you want to get. Ask questions. If you ask question and nobody is answering you, you have a forum where you can report, and that person will be dealt with. So you don't need to start looking for who are to help you or to ask you to do wrong things. Before I continue with the little we have talked about, I want to react to those people who are raising their hands up, and then let's hear them. Please and please, please and please, not everybody. I will take. Okay, let me take from Gabriel Boniface first. Gabriel Boniface, you unmute yourself, and then it's only Gabriel Boniface that should talk now, and let us see. Oh yeah, Gabriel. After Gabriel.
Okay, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yes, what's your question?
Yes, sir. Most times whenever I log into my portal and maybe I have lectures in other courses, I find out that I find it hard to get to the recordings. And most when I get to the recordings or maybe
reach like 800 or 1,000.
Why do you want to record? Why do you want to record? I've said it in this class, and this is the problem of the students. Hello.
Yes, sir. Can I continue?
I've heard you. You said you want to record this. You want to record the class. You want to record the class. You are not likely to have the class recorded because you interject into what we'll be doing, and you'll be requesting for time. I told you that even if you are not in the class, this class will be posted to your portal. You will get it there. You can still download it and listen to it. That's answer that question. If you have any question related to that, I've answered that question. Don't ask that question again. You can listen to that class.
Make him drop. How much 7 I said the other? But I don't get out one now. Let me go come back. Okay, this one I follow.
Please off your.
Sir, please mute all the mics, sir.
Yes, I will do that now. Now, Ajala, Samuel, what do you want to say? Ajala? Ajala is not there. Okay. Who else that want to talk? Oyelere. Let me see all the hands that's up. Alex, that lady in hijab, what do you want to say? Unmute yourself. What's your name? Fatima. Fatima Abdullahi. Unmute yourself and talk. Fatima Abdullahi. She's not ready. Yes. Alex. Mr. Alex. Does that mean all of you cannot? Oh, yeah. Fatima Abdullahi, unmute yourself and talk.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Bolaji, sir.
Let Fatima
morning.
Abdullahi talk. Yes. Good morning, Noya. What's your question? Be fast at it.
My question is that when, like, since when you start the class, because I was doing today, and I'm in 100 level. So
You are
I
not
want to
audible.
know what I have things.
You are not audible.
Yeah.
Come, say it
I'm
again.
in 100 level. I'm in 100 level. I'm in 100 level. I was doing
You are in 100 level.
But yeah, I was just joining the class today. So I don't know whether you are a contact.
No, this is the first class. This is the first class. All of you have told you this is the first class. We arrange and make up. Oya Bolaji, what do you want to say?
Sir, thanks so much for the lecture. We really appreciate. Now, my question is based on how the school is being structured. I want to know, sir, is it a privilege or is it a right to have the online lecture, like the facilitation? Is it our right or a privilege? Because I can tell you now that we are unable to have access to some online lectures. Some of our courses, we didn't even hear from the facilitators. We don't know anything. I make effort to raise tickets, which I was directed to copy the mail of that facilitator and send message to them,
Okay,
which I've done.
let me it's a privilege. It's not a right, because there are some of the lecture this is supposed not to be on air. It's a privilege, but by and large, you can press further if you are many. Like the class I have yesterday. The class I have yesterday, master's class, no single students come up online. Since I don't have them online, I try to record onto my ear. It's not that I'm getting something special from it. 2 of my lectures, because they are master students, they might decide not to come. So if I open this class and you didn't come, and so be it. I can see that all of you are coming in now. At least you are over 500 in this class. So, and it's easy for me to say, yes, I don't want to come. And how will you feel? It's like a conventional university where you go to class. At times, even when you are in secondary school, you have English, and your English teacher did not come. Are you going to crucify him?
No, sir.
You don't know why. You can still get the lecturer. This lecture, we have only missed 2 classes. 2 classes. And I will make it up that we even enjoy more than it is necessary. And none of my students, if you have anyone who is in 200 level or 300 level that passed through this course in the last 2 years, they will give you testimony. Some as they are even telling me, oh, no, we enjoy. You compare later. Don't let us praise what is not praising. Yes.
Hello, sir. Another one, sir. Sorry, sir.
Bolaji, we can't have you alone. You know,
Okay. All right, sir.
500 out of 500 students, almost 506.
Hello, sir.
All right.
Yes.
Thanks for the
Hello,
privilege,
sir.
sir.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Cesar Informer.
Okay, Informer, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine, sir. You talked
which
about
study center? Which study center? Ikorodu, okay.
Okay, you talked about that this distance learner has is it 2 types? You said single mode learning and
yes, I said single mode single mode and dual mode. Dual mode is yes. The dual mode is one operated in Unilag, University of Ibadan, whereby what we are saying is that they have the conventional students until those students finish before you can start your own lecture. And their own, you are to come to the school to have it, to have your lecture. Because of location and space, wherever you are, you have to travel down and they vacate the hostel for you.
You mean the dual mode?
The dual mode, because they are operating through university-based education. That is open and distance learning and conventional learning.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
So the single mode is a conventional one, like your conventional university. We run the same semester. You have first semester, you have second semester. So that's a good question. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
I will
Good morning,
allow
sir.
one more question. Yes, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I just wanted to ask whether all what you're saying will be inside the course instructional video.
Yes, it will be recorded.
But it's not yet out.
You will get it in the night. Or
Hello,
tomorrow
good morning. Good morning, sir.
Single mode.
Videos are not always uploaded. I mean, uploaded on time.
Please, sir, can you mute everybody?
My hand is up, sir.
Single mode. Okay.
Please, sir, can you mute
I have a
everybody?
question, sir.
Sir, did you hear what I...
So now what we are saying now here, we are talking about the environment. You know, just like we are now, you can see mode of the kind of learning environment we find ourselves. We have social and global context. We have mode of learning and means of teaching. We have learning resources and technology, and with all centered to become learning environment that is with the third teacher, human behavior, cultural dimension. And if you listen very carefully, you will see somebody giving direction of a bus stop to people. It depends. If you don't mute yourself, you are not likely to enjoy most things we are doing here. And that is why all of us must work on the same page. We should try and look at how best we can get these lectures into our score, so that we will not shortchange ourselves by making it rowdy, by making noise and not complying. We make it jam-packed and not palatable. We will likely not to enjoy both the lecturer and ourselves. So please let us see how we can manage, and then these things can favor all of us. So, and like I told you, the role of a teacher in this open and distance learning system is we create and manage your learning environment for you, and which we have done. We have tried to say this class as it is, you will still get it either later today, because it's not likely, because until I finish the class and I save it before it can upload into your portal. It can be almost immediately, because I still have another class which is going to take place between 9 and 10 o'clock. And you know, I will prepare for that, just 1 hour difference. And imagine, I cannot just go there now and start uploading that, the learning content to for you to listen. So all of you will get it, no matter what. Trust. I promise you, I said you are going to enjoy this class. And take it from me, all of you will enjoy it. We will make it, and then things that we all have at the end of the day. So the first role of a teacher is depend on the learning system. And these people, Akeem, why are you doing this? You are not cultured. And don't believe that anything you are doing, you are not. People are listening to, they are getting your name. Before you know it, you get your name in the headquarters, and they will blackmail you. So any lecturer again that will listen to this will say, Akim, whether it's your child or you, that's writing rubbish on the board. Do you enjoy that? And that's why I said student will behave like a student. And you can see, I'm trying to see, if you see the second point I raised there, the teacher in ODS system has the responsibility of teaching instruction tracks, contribute special knowledge, and waiving various discussion, trend, and course components. You see, these are the teacher is to guide. Owosheni Olu, what is your problem? So, like I said, it should have been a discussion class. But with this large number of people, with the mode of behavior, we can't make it so. And that is why we have to look for a way of doing it and make the knowledge available for everyone. Let the teacher talk. I can give you time, and in the next 2 or 3 minutes, I will ask you, okay, what is your field? What question do you have? And then you will say it. We'll be able to iron things out, and then it's part of learning. You're supposed to contribute to the lecture, not to destroy the lecture. So if 29 of you are raising up your hand, and then we don't give room for this thing, I can only give all of you a minute to react. Let me hear you out. Let me hear you out, so that maybe that will solve the problem first. Because in the other area, we'll look at what to do. Now, Adeoye Mary Blessing, what do you want to say?
Yes, sir. I don't know if there is a way you can mute the chat so that there won't be any.
I've muted them, and then I just unmute now. Thank you.
Instruction. And also this, I don't know if there is a way. Because I find it difficult to even read what is on the screen.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir. That's the work of those devilish students we have in the class. Because
good morning, sir.
Yeah,
good morning.
I'm Ajala Samuel Babatunde by name.
Okay, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Yes, sir. What I want to say is that, sir, some of our learner handbook has not been given to us in some of our center. Here in Oshogbo, we haven't been given all our textbook or our reading book have not been given to us, even though they will tell us to come to so date. Hello, sir.
Hello,
sir. Yes.
You have it, except you don't want to do that. Why waiting for that one in the store? The number of books in the stores are limited. My brother, go to your webpage, download the course materials. Just type courseware, online courseware. Download it. You can download it and print. If a student in another university, in Osun State University, in University of Benin, in University of Ibadan, can download our course materials and be using, getting it from them. How much more you that owns the course material? So even it's a waste of time. The money you spend in going to that center alone is enough for you to print out what you have downloaded. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Yeah, I'm Christopher Okon, sir, from Oyo Study Center, sir.
From
yes, sir. Oyo Study Center.
Okay, Oyo.
Yes, sir.
Idioko,
sir. Okay. Sir, please, I wanted to ask, in respect of what you said about the way the school runs, that no lecturer will, unless the student or do whatever to collect money or anything, that even the exam is not even set by the lecturer, that they have a body that sets the exam. So I wanted to ask, you made reference of saying that we could be doing well with our past question. I want to ask at this juncture, if these our TMA's question are part of our exam question, so that as we are answering the TMA's, we know like maybe one or two, some of the questions we'll be expecting them in exams, and also be adding up with other past questions that we'll be attending to. Thank
Very
you, sir.
good question. I don't want to mention it. I want to silence on it before. But now that you brought it up, you know, I mentioned mode of learning. How do you excel? How do you make? If you do your TMA by yourself, if you did not contact it to anybody to do for you, and you were able to score 30-30, my brother, all those TMAs are going to be repeated in your questions. If you are knowledgeable and you do it by yourself, I see no reason why you should fail.
Wow. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, good morning, sir.
If you have done it by yourself, if you have done it by yourself, wholeheartedly, even if you score 30, if you score 10, 10 over 30, you will know where you made mistake. You will see the if you go back to you will see the answers. Okay, this is supposed to be the answer. You can even contact the lecturers that my TMA, this is what I scored. What was the question? Then we iron it out, and then I can send it to your mail. This is the correct one. That one sticks. So you have almost of things that you can learn.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
That person to control
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
For the information, sir.
Yes.
In other words, you are saying, okay, sir. Please, sir. In other words, you are saying that because as it stands now, the TMA we've written so far, we have not seen. The only thing they showed us is our results. We've not seen the ones we failed and the ones we did not do well. So now, if we can contact the lecturers, they will review the questions to us, or they will send the questions and the answers for us.
The lecturers don't have access to the TMA. But if you have the TMA, you yourself you read and you will know the one you passed. What did you score? So your scores will justify. Yes. Let me hear you.
Good morning,
Let me hear
sir.
another
Good
person.
morning, sir. Good morning,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. My name is Somalaya from Makati Study Center.
Makati.
Sir, I just want, yes, Lagos.
Okay, Obalende.
Yes. Please, I want to ask that, is there any way that somebody can get past questions? Past questions.
Past questions.
Yes, yes.
You can get it from all those people. But past question for this online.
Please mute everybody, and leave only the person talking. Please mute everyone.
They should just mute everybody.
Mute everybody,
I don't know
mute
those
everybody.
that cannot control the
Answer. According to them, they never studied. They never.
The past question for the past questions on e-exam is very, very difficult. It's very, very difficult in the sense that I myself, I can't lay my hand on it. And that is why your learning, building up your learning strategy, your method of achieving, we will get to it in the unit 3, module 3 of this course material. That is where you know at this stage, that is when you know that you yourself, you have equipped yourself, you have gotten a strategy in which you know how to learn. Let me tell you, there are ways in which you learn. Some people, they learn when there is noise. Some people, even if you like, learning is not easy. We'll get there. Learning is not easy. It's not easy because books are things that are difficult to read. They don't want them to read, they won't allow you to read them. At the time you want to read, that is when your friend will visit you. That will be the time your mother will send you an errand. That is the time you know that you have not eaten. That is the time you know that you need to do. It's a devil on the soul. But to conquer it, that is why all these TMAs are pushed to you first and foremost, because Any good lecturer that will send the TMA will send it from page 1 to the last. So if you don't read through that once, you won't be able to get the TMA done properly. And if you contact it out, you will get your mark. But do you have the knowledge of what is inside? Have you listened to the facilitation class? Did you contact other friends? Did you do group reading? So all these things will be addressed, and that is why the essence of this course, so that you will not even you have your reading smoothly. And this study guide, we don't have it in any other university. It's the best so far. I've gone to. I was once a lecturer in Olabisi Onabanjo University. I was once a lecturer in University of Lagos before I joined this National Open University. So for you to know that you cannot get these tips or guides that you are getting from here. Our time is up. Let me just listen to one or two people.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning,
sir. Yes, this is Martin Charity calling from Just Study Center.
Just, okay.
Yes, sir. It seems the material you're using is different from the one we have. Yes, sir, because
Yes, sir, it's different.
yes, sir, it's different because what you
It's
have
different, sir.
Yes, sir, it's very, very
different.
different.
Very different.
What makes it different?
Everything you're saying now
What
is
we are
not in
seeing
our
here
own
is
PDF.
different with what you are.
It's totally different.
Different now. This is a facility, so it cannot be the
Please,
same
one at a
thing.
time, one at a time, please. Let's have
and
a decorum, please.
Wait. Wait. You know this is my own lecture notes.
Yes, now.
This is my own lecture notes.
Maybe it's because some of us are first semester or second semester. It's not different. It's because that is his own lecture notes.
Yes.
That's my lecture notes. So what have you not seen that I've not taught? You've not seen the history of
Sir, there is nothing different in it. Everything is the same thing. Just that the programming way is different. So
yeah, exactly. It's just summarizing it. It's not different.
You know, when I'm coming to the class, I can't bring
it's not different. The only thing is the summary.
I can't bring the old books into the class. Okay, maybe because you are seeing this picture, this one now.
There's no difference.
It's not in your own. I'm just using it to explain to you. My lecture notes.
Because of the diagram.
Our class.
In the studying environment.
Hello. What you are seeing here now? Yes. What you are seeing here now? What you are seeing here is what you are seeing here is a picture of how it looks like for a distance learner. That is, any student, any distance learner student, this is their image. This is what they are, what we are, and that is your picture. I will be where I am, and this is you that I will be seeing. Are you getting me now?
Okay. Please, do we have WhatsApp group for this your course?
There is.
What so many people are experiencing is because they have not gone through their materials. They have not read through their materials. So when
do
you
we
are
have
talking
WhatsApp group for this your course, sir?
There is WhatsApp group.
Okay, handled by who, sir?
I've dropped the link in the chat, please. Good morning, sir.
Drop it again.
Good morning, sir.
Can you please drop it again?
Well done for the good job. You can see.
Good morning, sir.
I did some for you.
Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Okay, thank you very much. Sing.
When next do we have this class? When next do we have this class? It's supposed to go down.
Sir, we have agreed on every Thursday by 5 to 6 p.m.
Thursday.
Yes, sir. For the extra class.
Every Thursday.
For the extra class.
Every Thursday, 5 to 6.
Yes, sir.
5 to 6 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for listening, and God bless you. So see you on Thursday.
I want to use that as an I even put you
There's another course on
and call.
Thursday.
Rang the call.
Join the GST
We call back. I was
Hello, sir.
speaking
Hello, sir.
to
Hello, sir.
the same thing, and you rang the call and you tell me
There's another course on Thursday.
On the
There's a
portal,
class.
seeing that we still have this course.
Maybe making noise.
We have the class on Sunday. I'm seeing that we still have this course on Sunday and on Monday, 7 a.m. as well.
I have the class tomorrow morning.
It's on Sunday, right?
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
So we're having the class.
You guys are saying tomorrow morning.
Sir, we have the class tomorrow morning, sir.
Are you not going to church?
But they wrote it there, we have it on Sunday now. So
7 to 8 now.
Tomorrow we have service by 7.
us now Thursday, 5.